This man owns things from outer space.
For upper state.
He's got a backyard water park, and he even bought killer animals as pets. These are stupidly expensive things Karim Benzema owns. And first, Benzema bought something so expensive, it made the news.
Karim Benzema thrown away $250,000 on one of the most ridiculous home decorations I have ever seen.
With over 72,000 black and white diamonds, no wonder why it went viral on the gram. Benzema's football masterpiece cost him $250,000, but he spent 100 times as much as that on a Cessna Citation X. This thing flies over 500 miles an hour. On the inside, Benzema customized it with his initials, made room for 8 passengers. He even lets his dog ride in it. Ugh, that dog's ugly. But since Benzema's private jet is one of the most expensive planes any football player owns, I'm sure you see why he flexes it all over IG Live. It cost him $13 million. And anytime Benzema lands, he's got some more expensive toys waiting for him. Speaking of Benzema's cars, it wasn't always million-dollar whips like he got later on. His first whip was an all-black Mini Cooper worth around $20,000. And yeah, that's a lot of O's, but Benzema quickly realized driving cars like those wasn't gonna pull any hoes. So he went on a shopping spree and leveled up to the max. Benzema's in-real-life car collection is better than most people's in GTA. He always dreamed of owning Ferraris, so he copped 2 of them just to sit on and speed down the street like Vin Diesel. Ferraris for $200,000 wasn't enough though, because Benzema's also pulling out different colored McLarens that cost him $250,000 each. Sometimes he even flexes Rolls Royces that cost 400 bands. And hold up, instead of me going on and on about the dozens of cars he owns, Benzema's most expensive ones aren't just limited edition. They take off faster than a fighter jet. Yeah, with a top speed of nearly 300 miles an hour, Benzema's Bugattis are the icing on the cake. No, literally, dude celebrated his birthday with a Bugatti cake. With cars like these, I'm starting to think dude's trying to be the next Andrew Tate.
Well, what color's your Bugatti?
Benzema's entire car collection is worth over $15 million. And somehow, nothing we've seen him buy so far are his craziest purchases. Like, some days, Benzema ain't trying to deal with traffic like us normal people. So he hops on his very own private helicopter and flies it himself. Benzema really spent over $1 million just to get high. Where I'm from, all it takes is $20. But speaking of purchases that are illegal, when Benzema traveled to one of the most luxurious cities in the world, Dubai, things became controversial when he posted some Instagram pics. Cause he didn't just buy 1 or 2, he bought 3 tigers. So Karens were furious, questioning how the hell did he even get a tiger? And cause the animals could have attacked somebody, in Dubai law, it's actually illegal to own exotic wild animals. So if you're caught with one, you could face a $100,000 fine and jail time. But to be honest, I think Benzema's got a pretty dope place for them to live, cause he owns the most expensive thing in his entire neighborhood. Benzema's 9,000 square foot mansion is called the best house in his neighborhood and one of the best in the entire country. It's got 7 bedrooms, a personal gym, fire pits built into the walls, even a trophy room to flex all of his awards. And anytime he wants to get wet, he's got 2 pools, one inside and one outside with a water slide. So that's why he splashed over $5 million on this place. And whenever Benzema ain't here, he's in the ocean, floating on some of his most expensive purchases. Now, whipping around on one of his jet skis, I mean, it's probably fun as but it ain't even the most expensive thing he keeps in the water. A jet ski probably only costs him about 10 bands. But where he parks them is a different story. This ain't just any boat. It's Benzema's super yacht. 5 luxurious suites, a private gym, there's even a massive outdoor jacuzzi. This Titanic-looking ass thing cost him $7 million. But let's be honest, anybody can buy things for the ocean. But Benzema owns something from outer space. Millions of years ago, a meteor crashed into Earth. But in 2022, it ended up on Benzema's wrist? This is Benzema's Rolex Daytona meteorite that cost him over $100,000. But that's literally the cheapest watch he owns. Richard Milles, Rollies, APs. Benzema's always rocking things that rappers do. And other times, they're so rare, pretty much nobody else can buy them. Like when Benzema showed up to the prestigious Ballon d'Or ceremony to be announced as the best football player of 2022. But nobody cared about that once they saw a dude dressed as Tupac and also wearing... You see that? A rose gold masterpiece. This thing's built to be 100% accurate with the time and took 5 years to create. Benzema's Richard Mille is the most complex watch they've ever dropped, so it cost him $500,000. $500K? That's definitely a lot of racks. But Benzema's most expensive watch matches famous racetracks? This is an iconic track in Abu Dhabi. And it's so famous that Richard Mille designed a piece to look exactly like it, with a matching blue and charcoal color scheme, over 600 layers of nearly unbreakable carbon fiber, and only 50 of it were ever made. This marina circuit cost Benzema over $750,000 just to tell the goddamn time. That makes his entire watch collection worth over $2 million. But I bet you didn't know that Benzema's been keeping some secrets in his closet. In here, dude's got it all. Scratch that. In here, dude's got an entire mall. First, man's got an entire drawer dedicated to designer belts that all cost thousands. Then, he secured the bag. Literally, when he whipped out a reversible Louis Vuitton bag that cost him $5,000. And don't even get me started on his shoe closet. This place is bigger than a damn Foot Locker. Benzema's got a little bit of everything. Yeezys, Dior's, even Chanel's. What this dude puts on his feet has a better room than you. But Benzema's a veteran in the fashion game. That's why there's an entire website dedicated to his craziest fit. $900 Amiri jeans, $1,300 for some Dior's, an orange Louis vest worth $3,300, and wait a second. Benzema turned himself into a little baby? They got matching, diamond-covered Cartier glasses that cost $12K, $12,000 just to see in 2020. Now that's ridiculous. But what's even more ridiculous is a purchase that costs more than money. It nearly cost Benzema his life. While Benzema was flying through the streets in his bright yellow Lamborghini, nothing was gonna stop his need for speed. But once he turned fast and furious by topping over 100 miles an hour, he crashed. The accident made its way all over the news, and all the residents were talking about it. I mean, Benzema's car was literally missing a wheel. His Lambo was done and had to be towed away. But just being able to walk away was more valuable than any purchase Benzema made to this day. But what you can't walk away from is this video right here. These are 20 things you didn't know about football, and I promise you don't know any of them. So come on, bro, click it.